YouTube, what's up? So I'm back for my how-to video of the Lyretail Anthias. Now, there he is right there. It's actually a female. But for some reason this camera kind of completely does not do this fish justice at all. It completely washes out the color, but it's really, really nice, bright, rich orange color. Right now it's kind of making it look almost pinkish or yellow sometimes. I don't know, it's weird, but beautiful, beautiful fish. Probably the brightest fish I have in my tank. Maybe next to the yellow wrasse right there. Beautiful coloration. I absolutely love the colors on this fish. Awesome purple eyes, and then that pink stripe down the face. But yeah, Lyretail Anthias are also commonly known as wreckfish or sea goldies, also orange Anthias, and I believe that's all the names they're known for mainly. But yeah, I might put the species name somewhere up here, but yeah. Well, I'm going to start out with temperament. Temperament has been perfect with this fish. She has not bothered anyone in the tank. She's been a model citizen. She has not. I mean, she definitely stands her ground, but she does not go after anyone. She does not seem to be very territorial at all. Very, very good fish. Very peaceful. Does not cause problems at all in any tank. So that's always great. However, I have heard that males, like I said, this is a female. Males tend to be a little bit more aggressive, but again, they're not usually too aggressive at all. Nothing to report most of the time. So very peaceful fish, unless you have other species of Anthias. You know that they're not other Lyretail Anthias. Like they tend to be territorial or aggressive with those, unless you have very large tanks. So it's better to keep your tank with one species of Anthias only. It's not very good to mix different species of Anthias. Like if I were to add, say, like a sunrise Anthias to this tank, that got Fanta right there. Her name's Fanta. She would probably go after that one and could probably kill it if she wanted to. But yeah, so temperament's perfect unless maybe other Anthias species, or also they're known to go after other fish that eat the same thing that they do, such as dartfish or chromis. But I really, so far in this tank, again, model citizen, completely peaceful, beautiful fish. But yeah, temperature's really good. Completely reef safe, doesn't bother corals or anything like that. Actually, the peppermint shrimp right there, she's always over there constantly trying to get cleaned by the peppermint. And the peppermint shrimp does clean her, most of the time. But yeah, so definitely completely reef safe, and for the most part completely peaceful. And this fish is probably size. This fish is probably 3-4 inches. Definitely a decent sized fish. So yeah, temperament's great. Now, as for diet, they do need to be fed things like brine, mysis. Personally, well, I definitely would recommend you go with mysis rather than brine. Mysis tends to be much more healthy for fish. But yeah, I do feed her frozen mysis shrimp. I also feed Pt.1 flakes. I feed various different types of flakes and pellets. She eats everything I feed, any carnivore or omnivore foods I feed the tank. She does eat it. Now, one huge thing that many people that kind of scares people away from Anthias is the fact that they do have a very high metabolism, and it's been noted. Anywhere you read about Anthias, you'll read that they do have very high metabolisms, which means that they do need to be fed more than once a day. Now, for me, this is not that big of an issue at all. I come home, I feed her, and then later at night I feed her again. I only feed her twice. If you have other Anthias in the tank, maybe 3 times, or more fish. I personally just feed her twice, and she always, she seems to be completely full, never hungry, or anything like that. So yeah, you do need to make sure you do feed your Lyretail Anthias, or any Anthias for that matter, more than once a day, twice a day, maybe 3 times a day. But yeah, anything carnivore, mine, personally in my experience, my Lyretail Anthias eats any carnivore or omnivore foods I feed. Pellet, frozen gel foods, flakes, anything like that, this one will eat. Also, a huge thing to keep in mind is Anthias, Lyretail Anthias, when they come from different areas of the world, they tend to look slightly different. Like, this one's from Maldives right here. I got her from Rock and Reef for $25. But yeah, so Maldives and Lyretail Anthias tend to be the brightest Lyretail Anthias that you can buy. They also tend to be slightly more expensive. This one was actually the same price as the others, but usually online, especially, they tend to be a little bit more expensive, but not too bad. But yeah, you'll also see the Anthias that are kind of more pale or pinkish, and then you see the ones that are like really, really peach, yeah, pale orange. They come in all sorts of different shades of orange and yellowish. But yeah, if you are ordering Lyretail Anthias, make sure you know what you're getting. Like, if you want to make sure you get a nice bright orange one like this one here, you know, just to be sure, I would personally order the Maldives Lyretail Anthias for the, you know, couple dollars more, just to make sure you get this one nice bright orange color on them. But yeah, just keep that in mind when you are ordering fish online. Of course, the fish store does not matter. You're right there looking at the fish. It does not matter where they're from, obviously. But yeah. Also, schooling nature. These fish do exhibit schooling nature out in the ocean in their natural environment. However, some people will tell you that they really, really need to be kept in groups, and that's true for many Anthias species. However, for the Lyretail Anthias, I personally believe they can be kept healthy if they are by themselves. Now, I mean, look, she is completely healthy, eating, never seems shy or hiding, always out in the open. Also, I mean, one major thing when you do have a small school of Anthias, Lyretail Anthias, the male will tend to beat down the female or the pair of females, and they tend to get a lot of crap from the male Lyretail Anthias. So I just was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get one. And I've heard of people keeping single Lyretail Anthias, and it's completely fine. Mr. Saltwater Tank had a female